Constantino, pound for pound.
Little Giant Boxing.
Errol, you finally got the first face-off out of the way. What did you take from that, from the size and everything that you guys did the face-off?
I didn't take too much from it. You know, it's just what it was. You know, it's just, you know, it's a mutual respect there for each other. You know, so I didn't take nothing from it. It's just, it got me more pumped up my height. It definitely got me more pumped up my height, but I didn't take nothing from it.
And how do you feel now that the fight's ready to go and the negotiations are over and now it's just training camp?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I feel like this is what we both wanted. You know, it took some time, but we got it done. You know, the best fighting the best. And, you know, for people saying we took too long, it didn't take too long at all because we're fighting for all the marbles now. If we would have fought 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, that would have been a great fight, but we wouldn't have fought for all the marbles. It wouldn't be as legendary as people say. So, I mean, it's a lot of comparisons, you know, how he did with Shawn Porter, how he did with Kell, Brook, and all these different guys. So I feel like right now this is when, you know, the top guys, cream of the creme, fighting each other to see who's the best fighter in boxing.
What do you make of the performances that Terence Crawford has had against your mutual opponents? A lot of folks have said a lot of different things about him being able to knock the guys out that you weren't, aside from Kell Brook. What do you think about that?
I mean, if you look when he fought Shawn Porter, I mean, even Shawn Porter came out and said that, you know, he didn't train like his dad wanted him to train. He felt like a lot of things were unnecessary that he needed to do that his dad wanted him to do. So, you know, he didn't train like his dad wanted him to train, and usually that's what he does. He trained like how his dad wanted him to train. But at this time, you know, he was saying that he has enough experience, he don't need to do those things. And you see what happened. So, and you don't see Shawn Porter gas out. He gassed out in like the 6th, 7th round. Like, when did Shawn Porter gas out? You know, so I feel like, you know, he didn't take it. He took it as a guy who was basically, you know, halfway in. He was on the verge of thinking about retiring anyway. So, you know, I feel like, you know, it is what it is. But Kell Brook was already basically broken and just, you know, basically looking for a payday. And when I fought those guys, they all had titles when I fought them. Shawn Porter was a world champion. Kell Brook was a world champion. So, you know, I fought them, you know, at their best. It's a lot harder to stop or beat, you know, a guy with a world title and a guy who has everything to lose.
Do you think the Shawn Porter you fought would have beat Terence the night they fought?
Oh, yeah. Well, if he wouldn't have beat him, he would have definitely gave him a better fight. Definitely got a better fight. Like, when do you see Shawn Porter gas out? Like, that's a serious question. When you see Shawn Porter get tired, you don't see Shawn Porter. Like, he's known for his nutrition and, you know, how he come in the fights.
He didn't fade when you dropped him in your fight. That was just you coming on. It wasn't Shawn weakening a little bit.
Nah, he didn't fade. He was like, come on, like he was trying to fight. Like, he was still trying to fight, still throwing punches and things like that. So, I mean, you don't never see Shawn Porter, you know, fade out like he did with Terence. Like, then he even come out and say in the interviews, like, he wasn't doing the things that his daddy told him to do. So, I mean, it is what it is. So.
Hey guys, we're gonna move down a little more. If you guys, Shawn, just hold on a second. We got a whole bunch of people here, so we got to move down.
How you doing, champ? They say you can tell a lot about a man about how he overcomes adversity. After what you came back from and to be great and fight greatness, what does it say about you?
I just say, man, you know, I'm blessed, you know, my determination, you know, my ability to keep going and just, you know, staying the course and, you know, staying focused. Like, I had a dream and I wanted to be undisputed. I want to get these belts, and that's what I did. You know, I didn't take any tune-ups or take, you know, this guy or I want to fight this guy to see if I'm really sharp or I'm on point. I was like, you know, even the top guys, you know, even at the injuries and, you know, things that happen, I wanted to fight the best fighters in the world, and that's what I do. That's what I continue to do. You know, regardless of outside opinion or telling me I might need to tune up, I want to fight the best fighters in the world.
It's been a huge year for boxing. Did all of those fights that have been like very good make you like feel a little bit of pressure to make this fight happen and be a part of this huge boxing year?
Is that what? Say again?
So it's been a huge year for boxing.
Yeah.
So did all those good fights this year so far make you like feel a little bit pressure and try to make this fight happen to be part of it?
Nah. I mean, it was more pressured on, you know, me wanting to fight, he wanting to fight, and, you know, just making the fight happen. You know, I feel like that's the only fight that made sense for me. You know, fight for the last title, fight a guy who's considered one of the best fighters in the world. You know, who else would I fight? And, you know, not having the fans say something or outside people like, why you not fighting this guy? So I felt like this was the only fight that made sense for me. So it's the fight that I wanted. It's the fight that I got. You know, I'm just blessed that I get the fans what they want, and you know, I'm just blessed to have this opportunity to fight one of the best fighters in the world.
What's the number one piece of advice you have for the next generation who want us to be in your shoes?
The best advice I got for them is just stay focused, man. Stay the course. Keep doing the things that got you there. Stay with the people that got you there. And, you know, just stay focused, stay dedicated, stay hungry. Don't go out here buying all these cars and jewelry and all this materialistic stuff, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, that stuff's not going to matter when your career over. The fans not going to care, the people not going to care, they're not going to care nothing about you, you know, so you got to look out for yourself and look out, you know, for your financial wealth, and you're going to have responsibility, especially when you have kids, especially when you got family, so you got to make sure you're up and, you know, you're satisfied and you take care of the business side of boxing first, and not just, you know, be a great athlete and just spending money, because it can end at a drop of a dime, and then what do you have left?
I wanted to ask